Here's my complete 2025 post-spring Power Conference Top 70. Let's break down the list from Purdue to Penn State. Down here at the very bottom, there's just a lot of uncertainty. Purdue basically overhauled their entire roster for their first season under Barry Odom. UCF is a team led by Scott Frost, who made some questionable hires like his defensive coordinator Alex Grinch that I'm not crazy about. Cal and Stanford experienced some rough spring transfer portal exoduses as well. Washington State and Wake Forest are both replacing their head coaches. And at Boston College, if you look at the production they lost from last season, it could be a big hit to them this season. Continuing up the list, you've got Oklahoma State, a team that's going to have a lot of uncertainty this season after using the portal heavier than they've ever done before under Mike Gundy. You've got Arizona, that's a talented team that has questionable coaching, and Northwestern, that is not a talented team that has solid coaching. We've kind of got a logjam of ACC schools, NC State, Syracuse, Duke, and Virginia, all hovering around this range as teams that could be in a similar tier in the ACC. Colorado trying to recover from some big losses this offseason. Florida State, a team that is a big unknown as well, but I think definitely is a better coach team this season. At 49, I've got UCLA, who brings in Nico this season to try and help him. I'm just not sold on the surrounding cast. We've got a bunch of Bull hopefuls in Vandy, Wisconsin, Cincinnati, and West Virginia. Pitt and Virginia Tech, both solid teams in the ACC that probably won't be an ACC title contention, but could turn in nice seasons. As we get into the top 40 here, I'm a little bit more optimistic about some of these teams. Like Iowa obviously has a very high floor. North Carolina, I can see them cooking something up with Bill Belichick at the helm this season. I love their defense and love what they've done with the offense in their first season. Kansas is a school that I think will have a bounce back year. Nebraska, just in a very deep, very tough Big Ten. So they're 37th, right near the middle of the Power Conference, but they think they fall at 11th in the Big Ten Power Rankings. At 36, I've got Iowa State. I think they're going to have a tough time replacing their two elite weapons from last season. However, Chase Sowell is a guy that I think could do that. Transferred from East Carolina. Michigan State's a team I think could make some noise. Rutgers could make some noise. We've got a logjam of SEC teams just missing the top 25 here. Auburn, Missouri, Ole Miss, Tennessee. It's obviously an extremely deep conference, and their depth shines through in a list like this. Illinois is going to be an elephant in the room as most people have them ranked. I've got them at 30th. I don't think they're going to be a bad team by any means. They will be a good team. They return a bunch of their starters from last season. I think the primary disconnect is how good people perceive them as last season. I thought they weren't quite as good as their record indicated, and we'll see if that bears true this season. At 28, I've got Minnesota, a sleeper in the Big Ten. Utah at 27, I think they're really going to have a lot change in a positive way for them offensively with the new additions. And at 26, SMU, who could totally still contend for an ACC title this year. They just have a few more unknowns and a lot they lost this offseason. And then from there, it's the top 25, which I've made a video about already. But I'll move myself out of the way so you guys can see 26 through 70 there. Let me know down in the comments, what do you think of this Power Conference ranking and what would you change?